Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning into my stream here on twitch.tv/fadedoasis or watching the VOD on youtube.com/@fadedoasis. It's time for more blueprints. It's been like 4 days since I played. When was the last time I played this? It would have been Tuesday. And today's Sunday. Today's Sunday. Oh, geez. It's been 5 days since I played this. So I hope I remember everything I learned. I probably don't. I remember getting into the architect's room where I can permanently add blueprints to the or rooms to the deck for each day. Um, yeah. I remember I was trying to do a few different things. One was just get into the antechamber, which I will need to do in order to finish the game. I assume. I want to try and get into the west, um, like the west lawn, or west path, I guess, because there are hints that I'm picking up on. I need to do something out there. Um, I'm gonna switch to this scene. This one, yes. I'm gonna look at my notes. Still got my notes. Haven't touched them. Um, a lot of what's on this first page is not needed anymore. Like I've written down all of this info somewhere else, but all of this I'd still need. So, there were the books that they wanted to get in Reddington, but I don't remember. I don't know what those are for. I've got the music pages, which I think is just pointing me to the letters puzzle, which I've solved. I've got a few dates and numbers and everything on here. Right, the architect's room had a calendar, so I know what day of the week it is now. We're going to be going to day 7, which is Friday. And we saw a room, like a model of a room that had a safe in the corner, and the safe was like a brighter white than the gray walls and everything. So I'm assuming that safe might be hidden in whatever room this is. So if we find a room that looks like that, we'll know. Um, there were scratches on or panels missing in the boiler room. This is an object that appears in multiple places in one of the bedrooms and in the office. The music room chairs may or may not be a puzzle. I just thought it was weird how some of them were purple and some of them were missing, so I wrote them down. The soil survey from the gardener's shed, where he said, hey, there's rich soil in these areas, poor soil in these others. I found some statues in the Great Hall, I think it was. Whichever hallway had the statues on both sides. So now I can identify when I see a bust of someone, I can identify who that was. I've also been keeping notes on names. Um, Here are what my thoughts on where the levers are in the game to get to the final doorway. Um, Info about which green rooms can be where, and I just wrote down the constellations just so I didn't have to try and remember what 4 stars is going to get me today. Chess pieces that I found, no idea if that's a puzzle at all, but I wrote them down anyway. Power conduits and goals, I wasn't able to uh, bring power anywhere yet, so I don't know what it does in any of these rooms. Water rooms, I was able to drain the pool, and I found a lot of money at the bottom. And after that, I wasn't really able to do anything. I put water in the kitchen, and that made the sink work, but I don't know if the sink worked before because I didn't think to try it. Um, the fountain, right? Yes, I drained the fountain outside. That was important. We saw a staircase, spiral staircase that went down to a locked door that we didn't have the right key for. So there's a basement key, which is probably a special key. Why is there so much delay on? I'm gonna stop this and start it again. And autofocus again. Wow, that is very delayed. Alright, I'm gonna mute preview. Let's let it wait a bit and then that. Okay, that's a lot faster. Here are our letter notes. We actually are missing one, but I'm pretty sure it's an S. And then we're writing down dates because those are the lock and gate solutions. And we've opened one gate, the um, the gate to the apple orchard. So we have 20 extra steps every day. So we start with 70 steps. Day 7. Here we go. Oh, and we went into the sauna, which gave us an extra 20 steps today. But that's unique for today. So, just make sure that there's nothing new here. Okay. It's still weird that there's a 4-cent stamp in the corner for this letter that was left on the table and not mailed at all. I don't know what that's for. Okay. So, what we're doing today is that still drained? It might be. I see the gap there. Do the water levels not reset from day to day? They might not. That'd be interesting. Because I flooded a bunch of rooms because I figured it might have. Well, let's. Okay, so our goal today, just like the last stream, get into the antechamber, which means we need to pull one of the levers and have the doors line up right. The levers are in the greenhouse, which can only be on the east or west side. The secret garden, which can only be on the east or west side. And the great hall, which can be anywhere. But that's behind a locked door. I'm thinking I try and fill out the bottom 2 rows and then just start going up the middle 3 columns. Because I don't want to. I guess I don't know if I want to. I want to be able to find the key to the secret garden because then I can just open it anywhere. Or I know the lever in the greenhouse is broken because there's a broken lever somewhere in the mansion, and I need to find it. And I need to craft it together with a long tool and something else that I don't know in order to make it function. And I need to find all that and the greenhouse. So let's do the bottom 3 levels here. Let's do bottom 2 levels. Go away, spare room. No one likes it. Can I pull this out of the deck? I wonder if the spare room is actually like a super important room for some unknown reason that I'm gonna find out later. But right now it just clogs up everything. It does let us go all the way to the right. Let's do it now and get it out of the way so I don't pull this card like 1,200 times. Oh look, there's nothing in the spare room. I think there was a tool in here. All right. I can get the car keys from the code check. I don't have gems for the commissary or the walk-in closet, so I guess we're getting the car keys. So that's another thing we can do is right, that's a way that we know how to get out to the west path is the garage always appears in the west rank or the west file. And I just now noticed this line at the top of rank 8. And 8 ranks is a chessboard, so now I'm wondering if the chess puzzle has to do with, these 8, whatever. So if I find the breaker room, I can turn on the power to the garage, and then presumably I can get out on into the west path. But I don't know yet. Do you know what the car keys do? They unlock the trunk of the car. Conference room, maybe? Because everything would be spread here. It doesn't help me go to the right, but I think that's fine. What is this? We got a banana. That's 3. Nothing new in here. So let's go along the bottom then. Reading nook and secure. Oh, these do face the right way. Okay. I don't have the gems for security, so let's do the parlor and get some gems. I might be locking myself out of the bottom corner though. All right, 3 boxes. The gems are in a box with the statement containing the letter B. Okay, could be true. The blue box is true, could be true. The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter U. This statement is the only one that does not contain the letter U. And all statements contain the letter B. Or all boxes. Okay, this has gotten harder. All right. Quick reminder. Oh, there's a black pawn in here. Did I have that written down? I don't think I did. No, I've never noticed that before. Interesting. Anyway. Okay, so reminder for the rules, at least one box is telling the truth, at least one box is lying, the other box might be lying or telling the truth. All right. So, if the white box is telling the truth, then the blue box is also telling the truth. The gems are in a statement in a box containing the letter B. If both are true, that means black must be false. The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter U. Oh, wait. All three boxes have a B, so this has to be true. So if that's telling the truth, this is telling the truth. So then this must be lying because it's the odd one out. So gems are not in a box with a statement containing the letter U. Wait. They're not in this box. Or this box. So it has to be this box. Wait. I'm getting confused. Okay. Start over. Gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter B. All three have the letter B in it, so this must be true. The blue box is true. This is also true. This statement is false. The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter U. So the gems are in a box with a statement that does not have the letter U, and this is the only box that has no U. I was almost there, and then I confused myself by saying the wrong thing. All right. We want to go west if possible. Not possible. We could get storeroom or utility closet. And thank you, Molly. Let's do storeroom for stuff. And let's just not go in bottom left corner, I guess. And we get to see Swimbird. Yep. There we go. I wonder if there's relevance for that being here in this room. Or if it's just... I don't know. Alluding to the fact that Swimbird is relevant. All right, we only have one place to go. Or that we can go. Observatory would get us number 4. Plus 1 gem. Or it might get us plus 3 steps in the gold. Or 4 trunks in the entrance. I doubt that. So, plus 1 gem or plus 3 steps in the gold. I think that's worth it. Hallway does let us go... Let's do hallway so we can go left and right. What's with the envelope in the conference room? So there's a red written note, or a red typed note here that has a safe code. In the security room, there's a note that says blue notes are true, red notes are false. And then there's very small text that says unless they're handwritten. So because this is typed, we know that this is false. Also, I've tried the code on every safe I've seen so far, so it's not... It doesn't seem to be true. But there's nothing else with this that I can tell. This... Reminder, after meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. I have tried that code for that safe. So I know that the meeting notes are in the office safe. I just don't know how to get in there. There's also this pile with notes about what spreading items means, and that the conference room itself changes that if items would be spread around the house, they are spread into the conference room instead. Another red typed note, doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked, which means they are less likely to be locked. Let's go east. Okay, we can get the courtyard already. And I think we should. And we've got a shovel. Fantastic. Alright, so we're going to have a lot of things to dig. And we have a long tool in case we find broken lever, the workshop, and whatever else we need to find. A lot of coins. All right. All right, let's go south. Kitchen points the wrong way. Den opens it up and has a gem. And I mean, I do have a 100% track record of pulling the den choosing the den as soon as it comes up, right? We got a chest in here, or a trunk in here. We do have 2 keys. I don't know if I want to use a key on that yet. We'll probably come back through here. Commissary items for sale. Let's do that. And actually, I want to break that, or I want to open that chest now. Or do I look in the commissary to see? I look in the commissary to see if they've got a sledgehammer, because that'll let me open it for free. I won't have the coins for it. The coins over here this time. They do have a sledgehammer, and a sleeping mask, and running shoes, and a magnifying glass. I don't know that I need... Maybe I need the magnifying glass for later, but these are all great items. So I need $1 billion. $28. The sleeping mask will give me plus 5 steps the first time I enter any given bedroom. Each bedroom. So the first time I enter the guest bedroom, I get 5 steps. The first time I enter the bedroom, I get 5 steps. The first time I enter the bunk room, because it counts as 2 bedrooms, I get 10 steps. I guess it's not super important, but it's like it's really good. Although I have only had one run where I was at risk of running out of steps, so magnifying glass just lets me zoom in on things, and there's some small text that gets unblurry when that happens. Sledgehammer lets me break locks on chests, and I can use it as a crafting tool with a lever. And running shoes, every time I walk into a room, there's a chance that I don't use a step. So I guess I don't need sleeping mask and running shoes, probably. Sledgehammer and magnifying glass are my 2 highest right now, but I don't know that I want the magnifying glass right now. I think I'm going to wait until I have 12 and come back here. Greenhouse, I'm more likely to draw green rooms while drafting. I think I want to do that. Oh, this is where the broken lever is. I haven't been in this room yet. Let's do that. Let's go into the green room. The greenhouse. Yep, so it's the south door of the antechamber. The lever is broken, so I need something to put in there. So I need to find... Oh. This has the indented wall. But I'm on the... It's the west wall of the greenhouse is the indented wall. So if I had put this on... Oh no, because this extends... Does it extend past the room? It does slightly. Okay, so that's a gem. Indented wall. Yeah, so you see the brick wall, how it's, nice and flat, and then there's a giant indent the shape of a doorway, where the bricks can probably be removed or something. This is the second brick indented wall I've seen. The first one was in the secret garden, and this is how I thought I was going to get out to the west path. Was I was going to have one of these rooms on the west side, and the brick would just not be there. Or maybe I can use a sledgehammer to break it down, but this will go up against the wall of the courtyard, so I won't be able to do that anyway. Um, I don't know. Is there anything else in here? Oh, there's another gem right here. Are these the special flowers? Look, we've got sheet music. Trees found inside will never shade. The gems that shine in night and rain. The clue you hold cannot be paid with gems nor coins, so toss away these sheets you find. A worthy trade. So the bold word is sheet. Sheets. So first word on the sheets, blank blank message. So I figured that out from first words on the find among the white trees. That's not what I expected to see. Find among the white trees blank blank stones. Alright. Oh, the first time you enter each green room, use water to gain 1 gem, limit capacity 3 water. Okay, does it have water in it? Okay, maybe it's just the first 3 green rooms I go into I get gems. Or maybe I can refill it in the sink? In the kitchen? Maybe? Oh, there's a dirt pile here. More coins! Yes, I'm up to 8. I can buy that sledgehammer. Alright, I've got a hunch. I'm going to take 1 step over here, buy the sledgehammer. Oh, this is how we found out the letter thing. Uh, with question mark, without question mark, cart car. So T and then I started tracking in what rooms I found them and where I found them, and that's how I figured out. Can't. I want to play Dirigiblocks. Because I don't have any coins to put into it. Can we? Watering can. Oh, I can use the watering can. Just get a gem. Great. I cannot use the sledgehammer on the wall, so that's not a thing. Cue that 80s Sledgehammer song. You mean Sledgehammer by Peter Gabriel? I don't know the words. I wanna be brown. Sledgehammer. Won't you call my name? Alright, where the hell am I going? North from the courtyard. As I'm passing through there, I can get another gem. Oh, but while I'm in here, now that I have the sledgehammer, just bust this open. 3 keys. Oh, crap. The only words you know are sledgehammer. That's fair. It's a good song. Yep, okay. Let's go. Reading Nook will get us the library. Let's do that. Oh, because we ordered a book in the library. Did we order Swimbird? We might have. Yep. Nothing else in here. Nothing else. The Rook's in here. The Rook and the Nook. Library. It faces the wrong way, so we'll have to go back down to the hallway. The cloister. We get a gem back for the watering can in the cloister, and it does let us go every direction. I don't know that it's worth it. I think we read a book and we lock ourselves out here and we just go into the hallway. Swimbird. Borrowers. Herbert S. Sinclair in 85. Okay, hold on. Dates. Marigold won the award for Swimbird in August 85. This was obviously a popular book for reading to Simon. Detective Bon Margul, March 87. Mom was kidnapped February 22nd, 87. So the detective, March 2nd, was looking for any clues or something. And that's the last time this book was touched. Okay, so we don't know what day the book came out. We just know 1985. I checked out the book on Christmas Eve, 85. Okay. I don't know that I write these down under important dates. I think I'm just gonna write down the whole thing. Let's put it on the back here. Today is November 13th. Yes, that makes sense. Swimbird borrowers. 7285. 712. First. December 24th. So these were Mrs. Peterson. January 26th. 86 is Mrs. Peterson. April Fool's Day, Anne Babbage. And then nothing until March 2nd, 1987. Detective Bon Margul. And then me today. Swimbird by Marion Marigold. Ruffington Red Publishing, 1985. I am a dare bird, a daring and brave bird. Diving so deep, bird, a ride on the wave, bird. There is not a dare I would not do. There is not a depth I would not dive to. However, my friends are not very open to the idea that I like the sky less than the ocean. Bird in the sky, not in the sea. That's what they say when looking at me. You're not a seabird, you're not a swim bird. If you are friend bird, fly in the wind, bird. And shouldn't you always listen to friends? For they know me best, or so they pretend. So I dare not dive, and I dare not swim, and I dare not step foot in the ocean again. And I dare not smile, and I dare not laugh, for they will do it to me and not on my behalf. And I dare not dream, and I dare not speak, for maybe my friends won't like the real me. And I will say goodbye to my dreams and the sea, and wonder why daring feels just like defeat. That's the end of the book. Okay. Huh. Okay. So, puzzle wise, I don't know if there are any hints in this book. Unless Dare Bird, all caps, is a hint. But I kind of doubt it. Um, just rules about the library and reading. Um, Let me bump the brightness on my notes once, I guess. Or I guess the exposure. Is that better? I mean, I am. It is kind of small. It's an 8.5 by 11 page. It's crammed into this little box down here because I don't want to make the gameplay smaller, and I don't want to cover anything up. So, I don't really have a great solution for you're just watching on a phone. Yeah, yeah, I don't have a great solution for that. Does the Twitch app let you zoom in? I don't think it does. Like zoom in on a part of the stream. Nothing here. It's a dog barking in the hallway. Not in game, in my hallway. Alright, so we have to go back out to that hallway. Solarium locks us out of everything. Security opens everything up. I think we do that. I do want the solarium, but we can't do that here. Alright, we are here. Okay, so here's the notepad that says blue memos equal true, red memos equals lies, unless written by hand. So we know that handwritten red notes may be are probably true. But we also, the important part is red typed notes are definitely lies. All right. Keycard system. Let's do this every single time. Security level too low because I don't want to be locked out of anywhere yet. And offline mode to unlocked for when we trip the breaker. Go to security menu, inventory. We haven't missed anything, and that's it. The handwritten part was hard to see. Yeah, I think you're supposed to have the magnifying glass to read that easily, but it's it. I had to like lean into the screen to see it. I mean, I could see that there is something written here, but I'm like, what the hell is that? We got nothing in here. All right, so we got another typed red note that doesn't make any sense because it's false. And then a typed blue note. Keycard security are more likely to appear in the higher ranks. Normal doors will also be more likely to be locked. Yep, of course. So let's go this way, and then I want to go south. Patio will spread diamonds in each green room, and those will be spread back into the conference room instead. Let's do that. And we get to watering can. Great. Get a gem immediately. We've got a metal detector. Greater chance of finding keys and coins. We've got... Right, learning about digging. Another coin. Give me something good. Absolutely nothing. Great. Let me out there. I just want to go out there. Just for a minute. Come on. Alright, we want to be able to continue south, or we want a good green room. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. If we do veranda and then also get solarium. Oh wait, is this the... This is going to be the barren soil room. The veranda's fine, because we don't care about soil here, right? Probably. Let's do this and then hope we get solarium. Worthless old tin can. Weird cartoon about a nice grill. And we got a gem. Ooh, a turnip. Plus 6 steps. Nice. And nothing else here. Me out. I just want to go over there a bit. Adjust the rarity of floor plans in your house. What? We've never been in the conservatory yet, so let's go figure that out. Or do I want to go... No, yeah, let's just go figure that out. Alright, diggy dig. Alright, we've got a black rook in the conservatory. What's our soil like here? It's poor. Are these actual things? Okay, we got drafting locations. West Wing only, garage, West Wing hall, her ladyship's chamber from south-facing doors. From south-facing doors? Hey, Glass, how are you? Is the entire game reset on the same on a new day, or is it the same knowledge? It's the same knowledge.
Hi!
There it is. There's a bookshop. Conservatory's only draftable in a corner? Well, I'm glad we chose it. Alright, I'm gonna write down all this stuff. I don't really have room near my other room stuff. Room locations. West Wing only. Scared the hell out of me. From south facing doors, so we have to be
Nice.
above. You just spamming all of the requests? From south facing doors, so yeah, we have to be north of the Her Ladyship's chamber. Okay, so that's west.
Push the button, Frank.
East. Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 requests in 2 minutes. This is why there are time limits on those. Alright, East Wing Hall and Master Bedroom. Other special cases. Conservatory in corner. And bookshop from library. Okay, so the best way to get to the bookshop is to find the reading nook. Go because that'll force the library, but then I have to make sure that the library exit is open, and then get lucky and have bookshop come up. Okay. Can I pick up anything here? No. Okay. I wrote down the Black Rook. There's a thing. Oh. Broken lever, and I found a magnifying glass. So I don't need to buy one. That's good. So now I can do this. Useless on most notes. Alright, let's look at floor plan conservation. In the conservatory, you'll be able to permanently adjust the rarity and rates that determine how often certain floor plans are drawn. Permanent changes do not reset each day. Today, you may adjust the rarities of the above floor plans. I want all of these to be more common. Commonplace floor plans are often classified by conservationists as the weeds of the drafting pool, for their overabundance prevents other less common rooms from flourishing on the estate. Okay. So then I can... Not common enough to be nuisance and not rare enough to be elusive. Unusual is a term reserved for the floor plans that are encountered on occasion, the infrequency of which may contribute their apparent prestige. Rare flora and floor plans are seen so seldom and represented in so few numbers that they are considered by many to be endangered. Without serious conservation efforts, many of these rare specimens may never be seen. Okay, so we've got 4 rarities. We want to... Oh, maybe we can only adjust one of them? I don't know that I want Boiler Room to be unusual. It is a 3-way room. Drafting cost... Oh, yeah, it costs a diamond to go in. Hydrate's out of stock? Why is Hydrate out of stock? Oh, last redeemed Hydrate. I didn't see that. Thank you. Thank you, Molly. I got lost along the, among the billions of other things. Do I want this commonplace or do I just want it standard? Let's make it commonplace. Can I... Oh, I can adjust all 3. Okay. I definitely want the greenhouse to be... I don't know. I guess standard is fine. Yeah, let's just leave Boiler Room on commonplace, and that's the only change. Okay, anything else in here? I don't think so. So I now have the broken lever and a sledgehammer and a shovel. I still don't know what the third item is, so I need to find the workshop. We need to go back to security and go north. That's the only other way out. So we have the greenhouse. So we have where the lever has to go for south. We just need to find the workshop and whatever the third item is. I don't want to be locked out, so we choose the passageway and eat all our gems. And before I go in, I want to go back and get the gems that appeared in the conference room, which should be 2 steps this way. How many gems did we spread? Oh. Three, because we had 3 green rooms, I guess, so makes sense. Anything else I want to go find? I don't think so. I have to remember that if I end this run with a bunch of steps, I need to go to the coat check and put something in there. I've got 1 coin, so going back to the commissary doesn't make sense. Yeah, we just go forward in the passageway. Alright, we found the garage. Or we do terrace. Let's do the garage because I have the car key. And then if we get the breaker room, and we open this up with a car key. We found the key to the secret garden. That's great. And we found this battery. I still don't know what that powers. And we found some jugs. Great. We have over here, we've got Christoph. This is the third time I've read this note before. Third time this month you and the car have been gone when your services were required. I don't care how long you've been driving. For his lordship, your absence must be accounted for, Mrs. Babbage. Let's stop this beeping. Oh, we got the 3 keys on the wall here. This doesn't work because our power's off. The keys help me get in here? They do. The drop-off address is 14227 Sandy Heights, a small garage on the south edge of Trinsdale. The goods are already secure and in the trunk, so just unload and get back here before noon. I've seen Sinclair's schedule, and I don't think he'll be requesting the car today, but you never know when the cat will want to get some air. Tomorrow will likely be the last delivery, and I believe Denny already has payment ready. Denny? Did we ever prove he was the one that stole the Baron's mail? Okay, so Denny was fired because he was suspected of stealing the Baron's mail. Tomorrow will likely be the last of... I believe Denny already has the payment ready. So Christoph was bringing something out to Denny. Can we open this door? No. All right. So I guess that's it until we can power this up. So let's go north in the passageway. Gymnasium's the only one that lets us go forward. I don't like it. We got some running shoes though, so we don't need to buy those. That's good. Nothing else. Let's go into the center flank here. Stellarium, more likely to draw unusual and rare rooms. With the drawing room, you may draw new floor plans while drafting this room. We only have one exit from there. I kind of just want to do the closet. Yeah, let's just do the closet. Alright, we've got a reroll die and a sleeping mask, so we don't need to buy that. Single reroll die. Spend 2 more steps. I can't use the key to the secret garden here. So let's just use a normal key. Billiard room, I can do the puzzle that gets me, I think, 2 keys. Although I don't know if that's consistent. Um, bedroom gets us out west. I think I redraw these because I want something that leads me more than one direction. Like a dining room. Alright, no dinner yet. And nothing. Nothing doing. Alright, let's go north again. Boudoir has a safe in it. Although I think the bedroom might be better. No chest. Nothing here. No objects whatsoever. Alright. Utility closet. So. If I do utility closet, it locks me out of a lot of things and means that I'm probably not trying to get into the antechamber this run. It does mean that I can go west, and I think that that might be more worth it. If I do... If I do corridor, I can still go north, possibly. I think I leave the possibility to go north. Dark room, and then we still need the breaker box, but then I can go north at least. Let's go south here. Right, I can't see anything. Breaker room. Billiard room, okay. That leads us into a dead end. Let's solve this. 2 times 5, 10. 15, 8 times... Wait. 15 minus 7. Oh, divided by 4. Right. 6 minus 1 is 5 times 3 is 15 divided by 5 is 3. 2 keys. And a coin. And another coin. And nothing else. Give me the breaker room. I wanted the breaker room because I want the dark room lights to be on so I can choose which way to go up to the antechamber. Because Secret Garden helps me get... Oh, to the west door. Great Hall would be the east door. Do I care about the 10 steps? I don't know that I do. I think I care more about the pantry. $4. And a banana. And nothing else. Yep, okay. Sucked. At least I got a banana. So now I have to go up to the dark room and make a blind choice, or I go back to the dining room and hope I get somewhere that goes north and south. I hope that the south door is locked so that I can make the secret garden. I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to go north yet. West Wing Hall, perfect. So now I want. Got the staff note here. Oh, there's a coin there. So I want this door to be locked. Damn it. Secret or guest bedroom's the only one that does anything because I can't secret passage out to nowhere. Same note. We got a gem. Damn it. Alright, so we gotta go north. Does the secret garden have doors on 3 sides? Or is it just... It might have doors on 3 sides. Damn it. I guess this is... Wait, exit. Room directory. Green rooms. It does have doors on 3 sides, so we can force it. So we... Special key. Okay, so we can still go north. We have spread fruit through the house, so that's going to be in the boardroom. Rusty old nail, not worth picking up. Great. Old tin can, not worth picking up. Fantastic. Who's burying these things? Normal key. Alright, so this is the same indented brick wall that I saw before. This is actually the one that I saw, and it looked out of place because the rest of the wall is perfectly flat. Well, not perfectly, but doesn't have as big of a door-shaped indent in it. So I don't know if that's actually a thing or not. Let's see here. Oh, this is already open. All right. We're able to go in west, but I need to hope that I can get all the way there. I don't know that we care about the rest of it, do we? There's a swan on that. Okay. Workshop lets us continue and lets us combine things, and it's rank 8, so we can go back to the dining room and get food. Yep, that was the food bell. We've got a lockpick kit. We've got sheet 8 that we've seen before, music sheet 8. We've got a security door that we can't go through until we get the breaker room. So we're gonna need to go to the dark room. We're gonna need to hope that we either get to go multiple directions or that we get the breaker room, which would be a dead end, but it would let us go north through the workshop. Or I guess we can find the key somewhere. Alright, so we've got broken lever combines with battery pack? Oh. Power hammer. Jackhammer. That's not what I thought was happening. Wait. Do I just use the broken lever in the greenhouse? Do I not need to craft it? Okay. How far away are we? We've got 65 steps. We're going to pass the dining room on the way, so we got an extra 20 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... wait, we get to... There's not a door there. Goddamn. 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7... 8... Where are we going? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 12... How the hell do we get... Oh, all the way through... Okay. 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7... 8... 9, 10, 11, 12, 13... We can do that. So, if I'm gonna go there and just try using the lever. And if that's not it, that's 26 steps gone. But we get 20 from the dining room, so I think we're fine. Because then I want to come back to the workshop and I can craft a jackhammer or a power sledge or whatever it was. I'm hoping the jackhammer lets me break through the brick wall. What else can we combine? Lockpick and metal detector for a pick sound amplifier. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna see what else I can make. Nothing with the mask. Detector shovel. I don't know what that means. Burning glass. Magnifying glass plus a metal detector. What? Okay. The hell's burning glass? What would I use that for? Detector shovel is probably just... Maybe makes it more likely for dirt piles to appear, or makes it more likely that dirt piles will have good things in them. Pick sound amplifier. Let's go try the lever, and then I'll craft stuff. So I want to go south, then east, then south, south. Oh, I'm passing near the conference room, so I can pick up the fruit too. So this isn't actually that bad. Alright, we got T-bone. Porterhouse steak. Plus 10 if you have a showroom in your house. We don't have a showroom. Do we? No. I don't know that we're gonna, so let's just eat it. South until security. And then peek into the... Oh, go into the hallway. Peek into the conference room and get the fruit. That's actually a lot of fruit. That was 15, 23 steps. Yeah, that was worth it. Okay, back to the hallway and then courtyard. Nothing else here? No. I've got 8 coins, but I don't know if there's anything left to buy in the commissary, right? Yeah, they got nothing. Okay, we've got 2 doors open. Oh, I can't take the lever back. So I can't make the jackhammer. Damn it. Well... Now we go back. If I can't make the jackhammer, I can't test that out. So I need to shut off the power. So I need to go through the dark room. Let's go through the workshop. Let's try and craft things first. Alright, what else can I make? Battery pack won't combine. It'll partially combine, but I don't have the lever, so I can't do anything. So either I make a burning glass or a pick sound amplifier, right? Or a detector shovel. That's all my options. Yeah, okay. So I craft the metal detector with something. I guess lockpick might give me a way for better picking locked doors. I don't know. What does this do? Greater chance of picking high sensitivity locks. Okay, so that probably just means locks in higher rank. Alright, so we're done in here until we can shut off the power or find a key card. So you gotta go back to the dark room. So down, down, dining room, up to bedroom. Gem requirement 3. What is that? Is that going to be a room that has multiple exits, or is it going to be like the solarium? So I use all my gems on a blind draw. So I'm hoping for either a room that has multiple exits, or I'm hoping for the breaker room, because then we'll just leave through the garage. I think I just want to pull this one. Please be something good. The breaker room. Alright, today we're learning. So now we can go. We can actually still go north through the workshop. That's good. Turn off the gymnasium.
Nice.
Lights. Turn on the garage. Turn on the dark room. I still don't know what these indicators do, but I know how to solve it. Wait. They're all blue. This should be going purple, right? No, I need to make them all purple. Crap. I've forgotten what it was. There has to be a single purple. That's what it is. Or a single blue. No. A single red. There we go. Still don't know what that does. Alright, we got lights. Do we have anything special new in here? Probably not. We can read this note. Green memos found in Hartley's room are always false, but I don't know who Hartley is. And I don't think I've seen any green memos. We have this note about blowing up this photo, and here's the date on the tree, how you get into the apple orchard. We've got a gem. That's good, at least. No. Is that a paper under there? No, okay. Okay, I don't think there's anything else in here. So we go through corridor, bedroom, dining room. We go back up to the workshop and unlock that door. Boudoir lets us go forward, and then we just need... It gives us 2 reroll dice, and then we just need any room that lets us go straight forward. Try all the dates I have. Swanbird dates. 7/2/85 was the first date that Sinclair checked out the book from the library. Didn't think so. You won the award for Swinbird on 8/22/85. Maybe with a leading 0. 0/8/22/85. Maybe it's 8 digits. 0/8/22/1985. I bet we have to get into the ladyship's chamber. I bet that's where we need to go. Okay. I want to roll this to make sure that I get a room that goes straight through. And then I want to go out the garage before we go into the antechamber. No. The pool goes straight through. And it goes correctly. Okay, so now it's kind of a cliffhanger because I really need to take a break. I kind of need to use the restroom. So I'm going to be back in just a second, and then we're going to go out the garage and see what's outside, see as much as we can, and then we go into the antechamber because I don't want to go into the antechamber end of the day and not be able to go outside. I'll be right back in like 3 minutes. Stick around. Okay, I'm back. We got 81 steps. Hi, I'm Faded. We're playing Blueprints. I literally just unlocked room 45 for the first time. I have not yet gone in, but I want to do the garage first. So I need to count steps. I do also want to figure out, like, I want to go down here too, but not right now. I am locked out of this whole area over here. So what we're going to do is we got 81 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lights are off, so I don't have to pay extra there. 6, 7. It's only 7 to get outside. I don't know how big outside is. Okay. And I do have the shovel. What were my notes about that bridge? Bridge, beside, west, outside, and buried. And we don't know what order those are in. But that's pretty telling that there's something buried beneath the bridge outside. So I don't want to step in there yet and lose... Is that... Oh, that's the skimming net for the pool. Okay. Yeah, let's go outside now. And then we'll come back and do the antechamber. Because if it like ends the day in there, I don't know if it's going to, but if it just like suddenly ends the day, I don't want to be in there. Right, the lights are off, so I don't have to worry about playing basketball while I'm here. Heck yes. Alright, so we know that the west side is not kept up very well. So that'll go down to the bridge. We are on west path of the grounds. That gate looks locked. So that's going to be not a way to get out. So we only have one way to go. We're still on west path. So it's still the same room. guard bath over there. There's the bridge. So the wooden gate's going to be over here. Okay, great. Can I unlock this? And is this persistent because it's outside the mansion? That's it? I could have pulled the pin from the other side. I could have reached in. Come on. Still on the west path. Here's the bridge. I do have the shovel, right? Yeah, I didn't use it in crafting. Maybe it's... Oh. There we go. A small data microchip buried in an old jar. Looks like it might be able to be plugged in somewhere. Did the security room computer have a port on it? Did the office computer have a port on it? Looking at the top of it, it looks like it has one of those buttons that was in the room where we've redirected all that water. Don't know what else it could be. But that looks like an item that's going to go away at the end of the day. Oh, but I've opened the Westgate path, so I can dig this up every day. It's just going to take like 3 steps. 1, 2, 4 steps probably. So that's not too bad. I don't need to go deposit that in, what's it? Another chopped tree here. Wonder if there's going to be a photo for this door. I can draft a room here? Oh no. These all look like... These are rooms that would be great to start with. So now it looks like the first thing I'm doing is walking outside. Well, I can't get the microchip at the start because I need a shovel. But come outside, open this door, and choose something. That looks like that should be the start of every single day now. Do I re-roll this just to see what else can come up? I kind of want to see what's in the hovel, because it looks like there might be some things in there. Although the shelter might. I want to see what's down in the shelter. I'm probably not drafting any more red rooms today. Get some supplies. A computer terminal. Mount Holly bomb shelter. The shelter's time lock safe can be accessed by setting an unlock date and time. You can use any date and time as long as it's at least 1 hour in the future. Once unlocked, the time lock safe will remain open for 4 hours. I don't know what time it is right now, do I? Let's go... Oh. Back. Radiation monitor. Measurement of the radiation levels detected in the house and surrounding grounds. These readings are often spiked by the experiments conducted in Mount Hollis laboratory. If the reading is 12 USV or higher, emergency protocol will initiate and doors in the house will automatically all doors will automatically unlock. These readings are spiked by the experiments conducted in the lab. So if I go to the lab, do something to spike the radiation, come down to the shelter, I can just unlock all the doors. That seems low. 0.09, okay. Yeah, I don't have the password. Is it written here? Okay, let's exit. I have a clock around here. That's nice. Remain where you are for now. Given that the Red Guard is due tomorrow, we've agreed with your plan and have disabled remote access to the other terminals and have sealed the network mainframe. Regardless of the danger, I am still not willing to risk removing shelter from the draft pool while the three of you are down there. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a little bit of luck. The Red Guard is due tomorrow. We've agreed with your plan and have disabled remote access to the other terminals and sealed the network mainframe. Still not willing to risk removing shelter from the draft pool while the three of you are down there. I am not sure I understand. Was there a radiation spike where the two boys and the mother were down here, and then why would they remove shelter from the draft pool? Doesn't make any sense. I have to go outside to figure out the time, huh? Well, maybe I can just brute force. This sort of brute force I'm fine with, because I know what date it is. Today is November 13th. At 1 a.m. Is it not 1 a.m.? Let's go find out the time. It is 8-something p.m. It has to be 1 hour in the future. So I'm going to have to do 10 p.m. And then we're going to have to wait for it. Okay, good. That's still drained. I like how I'm using my running shoes on everything. I have a hunch. Nope, it's not shelter. Is it cap sensitive? Nope, okay. So the time lock safe should be set to unlock in an hour and a half. This clock, time moves slow. Do I go put something in the coat check? I should. Something I'm not going to use, like the battery pack. That I might use on a future run. How'd you find the time? It's on the big clock outside the manor. It's also on the grandfather clock inside the entrance hall. It's also in the den. There are clocks in specific rooms. But one of the first things I noticed on day one was that there was a clock, so I assumed that there would be time limits or something along those lines. So I just remembered that there's a clock there. Let's check the battery pack. Unless it turns out I'm going to need that. If I check the microchip, then I don't need to find the shovel. I can just find the coat check room. Though the shovel seems relatively common. And I just need to get outside to get to the microchip then. Watering can will get me gems. Let's leave the watering can. Alright. Time is moving. Is there anything else in the West Grounds I care about? Probably not. It was a pain to get out here, so I think just the microchip and this room would be enough. They're not going to put anything further up, right? I just realized that the driveway has to spawn wherever the garage is. So there will always be... It's the conservatory? No. Power lines. I don't know. There will always be a path that has to go south from here. There's a secret garden back there. Oh, now I'm curious. If the garage was north of the secret garden, would we have to pass by it? Interesting. I don't know how this lays out the outdoor rooms, I guess. The outdoor areas. Because it has to be based off of the rooms inside. That's the patio, or is that the veranda? That's the veranda, the patio. That's the veranda. That's the conservatory. Which should have a window on that side. A large window. Maybe when you get outside it changes? I don't know. What time is it? Almost 9:30. Is there anything down in the east path that I need to do? I don't think so. There was my tent. There was the gardener's area, or the orchard. There were a few locked doors that I couldn't open. I don't have the special key for the basement or whatever is down there. I kind of don't want to waste the steps to go look around out there. So I know that this part of the stream's a bit boring. If you're watching the VOD, hey, skip ahead. Sorry. I do kind of want to go up there. Let's see. If I get to here, I'm at 70, and I can get all the way to here on 70. So 69, 68, 67, 66, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 61. I can go look at what's here. I can go test what's in the antechamber, but I think the north door is still locked. Maybe it'll give me a hint as to what I actually need to do to find room 46. Quarter of. I'm just going to run in circles in case time is based on my character's movement. Because I don't know what it's based on. In case it moves faster if I'm moving. I doubt it, but, you know, whatever. If I take a step in there, is that going to count as me being in the veranda room? Yes, because the shoe activated. Okay. Is it relevant that I can get here? I don't think so. Oh, and then it didn't use... I'm still on veranda rank 2. Weird, I'm still in the veranda. So I guess there's a room trigger when you enter certain rooms, and this area might not count as a room? Weird. Okay, it's gonna open soon. I'm still in the veranda. This is gonna swap me to shelter. There we go. I don't want to mess with the computer because if it had to be set 1 hour in the future, I can just wait. Letter number 7. Now I'm thinking about what the fortune teller said. About me finding 7 of the 8 letters. Dear Uncle, the disappearance of my cousin Mary has long sat unfavorably with me and my father. And I will freely admit to you that the chilly airs of indifference you may have felt in my presence can be attributed entirely to the suspicions that I have harbored for the past years, suspicions entirely aimed at yourself. And while I have never had the opportunity to prove it, I felt very strongly that you had some deeper involvement in those events 4 years ago. Circulating rumors of those months did nothing but further reinforce my convictions in this fact. Those of us that are once bitten are twice shy, and I am aware of the cost my aggressively aloof behavior has had on the social standing of our family. I do not apologize for my actions, though I am now willing to admit that the conclusions I reached may have been flawed. Last week I had a confidential conversation with one of our mutual acquaintances, a conversation that has shed more light on this mystery than all of my father's countless fruitless inquiries over the years. I now have reason to believe that you were in fact responsible for smuggling my cousin under cover of night across the red border to the southern seafront. And I believe this may have occurred in September, a full 7 months after she was reported missing. Dates. Okay. A date that coincides not with her public disappearance in February, but instead with the notable theft of the ruby crown. If the Blackwater insurgents were in some fact responsible for the heist, as some have claimed, I believe this scenario entirely plausible, and the fact that 2 of the crown's 8 rubies now have surfaced has given me renewed optimism that she is still alive. Alive, safe, and finally free. Perhaps my willingness to accept such a sensational story betrays my own desperation. Desperation for answers, desperation for hope, and desperation for a narrative in which you are not the villain. In that distant land we all dream of, the land where the strangling crimson curtains draped across our sky are pulled back, and the windows and shutters of discontent flung wide open. In that distant land, I pray one day to find our Marion safe, happy, and absolved. Courtney. Letter number 7. Okay, let's go. In case the day ends at midnight, we're running out of time. The gem I picked up was a ruby, wasn't it? I think it was. I have a letter here. It's outside the inventory area, so I don't know if it's permanent or not. There's an outer room section, so that's cool. I need to go west, north. I didn't do anything, I just walked in the room. To continue up, you must go down. This is the key to downstairs, the basement key. Okay. So now I can go outside because I've already opened that. Do I want... Let's check what's in here. Let's use the pick. Nice. It's a dead end no matter what I choose. Let's choose the solarium just in case downstairs has drafting stuff. And also so I can see what's in... What is this? A lucky rabbit's foot. Greater chance of finding items. Ooh. Mr. Nogula. I know that name. That's the groundskeeper. Anne wanted me to remind you once again that it's expected of you to keep grass in the cloister cut and the trees trimmed. I have a feeling you may have forgotten how to open the cloister wall again, so to save you some stern words, I decided to draw you a little diagram to help you out. Who knows, maybe this time it will stick. Sympathetically, Bridget. Cloister grounds access. While face to face with the angel, press the base of the 2 pillars on either side of you. There's a reason to go into the cloister again. Press the base of the 2 pillars. Nice. Okay. We have soil in here, which is weird. 6 steps. We have a puzzle box. The only 3x3 grid I've seen are the chairs in the music room, right? But those were blue and purple, not yellow and green. I don't know of any other 3x3, so let's try it. I don't understand. Ba, ba, ba. I have nothing with this info. Black pawn in the solarium. Okay, we have the basement key. Do I want to craft it? Probably not. Fastest way to the basement is outside. I'm near the security room. I should check. No sort of plug or anything. Okay. No. Okay. Nothing really for that. Let's just go out the garage. I'm glad this stayed drained. So I don't have to go find the water moving room every time. Is this to the abandoned mine? Okay. What the hell? I'll get an upgrade disc. That's good. Foundation elevator, concealed entrance, cliffside exit, minecart, fountain entrance, tomb entrance, torch chamber, rotating gear, to north lever, buried floor plan. 10. Okay. Okay, okay. How many candles in this room? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Okay. I can't take this with me. So I need to sketch it. Actually, on this would be good. I don't know how large this is, so I'm just going to go from here. Like that. And then there's something. And we've got 1 foundation elevator. Two concealed entrance. Cliffside exit. Minecart. Cliffside exit is the one that probably goes to the east path. Fountain entrance, which is where I came down. Tomb entrance. Torch chamber. Rotating gear. Two north lever. Buried floor plan. Okay. Not a door. Okay, I can move that. I don't know that I want to yet, though. That looks like a vault. Oh dear. Okay, so there's a way to turn these gears. There are 8 exits, and it's at 3/8 of the way around. I bet, like, these are ways to turn the gears. Maybe. And there's just not one here. Okay, so I could push the cart forward or pull it back. Pulling it back is just going to lock me out of further things. I can only pull the cart. Oh no, I can push only that far. So I'm going to pull it back this way so that I can access that room from the other side whenever I figure out where that is. Because if I pull this all the way, this is probably all the way, right? Okay, I can't get through here. So yeah, that's locking me out one direction. This looks like a one-way door or something. Okay, so nothing over here. I came down through there. This is the reservoir. I filled this with water. And I filled it too high, I think. Because now I can't get to the boat. I need it to be down probably one level. Okay. But also there's a staircase there that goes further down. It kind of looks like it goes down there, but I can't tell really. Yeah, okay. All the way down. So if I can figure out how to get on that side and lower the reservoir all the way. Okay, so I'm certain that I filled the reservoir. I don't remember how many steps it is. I'm just gonna leave it like that. I wrote filled and use boat question mark. Because if I lower this one more, I can use the boat. Okay, I don't have the... It was the pump room, right? I don't have the pump room in this run. Oh, and this is it. So there's another part of that map I don't have. The basement key didn't really get me anything. So there's got to be other ways down. There are other ways down here. I know that. Was able to come in here. I did get the upgrade disc. That's probably an important upgrade disc, I bet. Because it was down here. So you had to have gotten to the antechamber. I was sure there was nothing else in there. Hi, Pune. You said you were quite far. I don't know how far you are. I'm in the basement for the first time. So this is fun. Yeah, so there's no reason. Oh, so when I swing this around, if I figure out how to swing this around this way, having the cart pulled back will give me access to whatever's back there. Okay, so I think there's not much I can do from this side. I think it's only the building itself that resets, so hopefully this cart stays in this position. I need to go use the upgrade disc. And then I am out of ways to generate the pump room. I need to get the pool in order to do the pump room every single time. So I need to adjust it so the pool is more common. So I think I need to pull the conservatory way more times. I need to try and get the conservatory every single time. I don't know that I care about coming down here anymore, so I can flood this again. What did I put in the coat check? I put something in the coat check. I'm wondering if the basement key can be used anywhere else in the house as well. I can go check the east. Let me go check the east. Because there were the other two doors that I couldn't get in before. White trees. Wait a minute. White trees. Find amongst the white trees blank stones. Did I dig this up already? I might have dug this up by accident. Not by accident. I might have found where to dig. Alright, so I missed a door. Here. You're closed. Okay. Then there was this door out here, which is also going to be closed and locked. No way in. Yeah, I was just screwing around looking for things to do, and yeah, okay. So, what did I dig up here? It was a blueprint, wasn't it? I don't remember which one. So, the music notes aren't going to tell me anything more. It'll be nice to find them, but they're not going to tell me any more info. There's nothing else in here, I don't think, unless I can do so, unless I can move this somehow. I don't know what this is. I know it's a sundial, but it's night, so um like this is, it looks like it's on a movable path. All right, let's go use the upgrade disc, and then I don't know that there's anything else we can do. Hi, Pug. I've made progress. You were so eagle-eyed the past few days. Yeah. I'm outside on the east again. So you've seen this area. You have things to say. Things about this game? I hope they're not spoiler things about this game. Yeah, blueprints today. This is boarded up. Okay. Oh, but this had the minecart in it, right? Okay. So I don't know if I can do that anywhere. Um, right, there was this dark passage, and I still don't have a light or anything. Do you want me to go over what I've done? Actual question. Um, or do you also bought the game? Great. I love to hear that people have watched my streams and then bought a game because of it. It's it's actually I love that. Thank you. Um, I don't want to pull up the map right now. Hey Pug, do you want me to go over what I've done the last 2 hours, or are you about to close the stream and watch the VOD later? I have been streaming for about 2 hours and 25 minutes. I haven't gotten past the third or fourth rank as so it is pretty luck based. You have to draw the right rooms that let you go north. Um, you made it look easy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Uh, I feel like I have been lucky. I feel like I've done a lot in the first 7 days, a lot more than I should have, considering I've seen notes about like the uh what's the name of that shop? The commissary will be closed on days like or no, half price off on days like 20 and 21, and I'm like at day 7 and have done so much. The commissary, yeah. Um Hug, I'm actually asking you, do you want me to go over what I've done? Or do you want to watch the VOD not knowing what I've done? I think I was really lucky because I got all kinds of rooms on my first and probably only day. Okay, cool. Um, so I've done a lot. This is day 7. I've done a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. You'll notice that the door to the antechamber is open. Um, I've done a lot. You'll notice that that gate out there that was locked yesterday is also not locked. Also gotten into the shelter. Yeah. I took like 20 to 30 days where I've gotten so far. I think I've been really lucky as to how I've drawn a lot of these rooms. I was able to get pretty far on days 1 and 2. I think you're now on day 70. Oh, geez. Okay. The gate's open. I've been able to get out to the west. Um, I was able to get the utility closet and the garage, which, as I suspected, was a way to get out west. You actually reset after 4 days because you were pissed off. Don't reset. There's no reason to do. Well, I don't know if there's a reason to do that, but today I discovered the conservatory and how adjusting the rarity can be cool. I um I got this microchip. I have no idea where this gets plugged in. I got the battery pack and I figured out. Oh, I've done a lot. I found the greenhouse, which that note said had the lever broke. So I found the broken lever and I went back there and pulled it. So now the south door to the antechamber is also open. If I go back in there, can I go out the south door? Can I get to this room? I'm gonna try that. You did find the greenhouse day 2. Congratulations. Swallow the microchip. It seems a little too big to swallow. Maybe I don't know. Same spot I found it. Great. Have I completed the main objective? No. I've gotten into the antechamber. I have no idea what to do right now to get to room 46. I don't even know what room 46 is. I um the antechamber said to go further up you must go down. I just went down into the basement because I've drained that. Actually, on day 6, I drained this because I wanted to see what was down there. Found the basement door and it was locked. So I'm like, okay, great. I'll come back to that later whenever I figure out what the hell it is. I was not expecting to come back to it on day 7. I, my luck, God, streamer luck. Um, I need to use this upgrade disc. I went to the workshop. I figured out the three item combinations. It's either sledgehammer or shovel, plus battery pack plus lever. Will make an auto sledge and a jackhammer. But I didn't use either because I had to use the lever back in the greenhouse, so now I don't have it anymore. So I'm betting that the jackhammer will let me go out that weird brick wall in the secret garden that had that indent in it. But I haven't confirmed that yet. Didn't expect me to figure out the pump puzzle so fast. Wait, was there a puzzle in the pump room that I accidentaled into? Because I thought I was just moving water around. And the sketch on the wall said these rooms go to this specific pump to this tank, and you just had to redirect everything. I guess that is the puzzle. Um, you were confused? Oh, okay. That kind of just came naturally to me, honestly. The sketch on the diagram showed the two tanks and the four pumps and the way they all lead, and then you just use the valves to say which pipes go which direction. And I guess the puzzle is figure out how to drain a certain room or water levels. But I found there's another puzzle in the pump room. I need to lower the reservoir to certain levels because I just got down there. Um, oh, good. It's well past midnight, so I don't know. I don't know if it hits like 8 a.m. if it's gonna tell me I need to go to sleep. I need to get to the security room. Up, left. And use this disc before the day runs out in case the day runs out. Nope, whoops. Be something cool. This disc was a pain to find. Be something cool. No, I guess it's just a random thing. It might not be random. Same day delivery. Will be delivered here after you reach rank 8. No contact delivery. Package will be dropped off on the entrance steps, so I don't have to find the mailroom again. For freight shipping, a very large package will be delivered here 3 days after drafting this room. Very large to me just means multiple items, and I don't know. I don't like the word reservoir having 3 R's. It should have 2 R's. No, it's reservoir. I bet you don't pronounce the second R with whatever, with how you speak. You just say reservoir, don't you? Very large package? I don't know that I want a very large package. You don't you don't pronounce the second R either? Reservoir. Okay. Maybe I'm the weird one. I'm probably the weird one who pronounces the R. Um, you get to all point and laugh at me. You Oh, that's what you mean. Okay. Uh Happy Pride Month. Um, Californians often don't pronounce letters. Yeah. It reserves things, so it should be reservoir. Yeah. Thank you, Pune. Someone's on my side. Um, I kind of want it to come to the entrance so I don't have to find the mailroom again. And I don't have to backtrack. Like, I think entrance next day is better than after I reach rank 8 because once I reach rank 8, I've gone through most of the mansion and found most of the items. If I just do entrance hall, I get to just start the next day with items. I think this is the best option. You also don't pronounce it because okay. You think it should be pronounced with the R but you don't. Okay, I'm the weird one. Let's do no contact delivery. Okay. It's 3 a.m. What else have I found this run? I found one of the letters. Remember how creepy fortune teller said I would find 7 of the 8 letters? I found letter number 7. It was in the safe in the shelter. Sorry, not the safe. The time lock box, time lock safe, I guess. I didn't need a code for it. So that's cool. I lucked into the utility closet via the in the dark room. I wasn't able to brighten it up, so I'm like, I guess we'll just try it, and I just lucked into it. I have been unusually lucky playing this game, haven't I? All right. Let's go to the antechamber. Let's see if I can go south. Let's see if there's anything else I can do. So north, 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 north to the dining room, west, north all the way. Um, yeah, okay. This way north? Yes. Very happy to get the code for the orchard gate. Yeah, that's a heck of a puzzle. Um, have the magnifying glass and can I make anything with the rabbit's foot? No. Okay. Shovel plus battery pack, but I don't have the lever. Sledge plus battery pack. Nothing else. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Um, I didn't see any other dates in the shelter. Okay. There was that box I don't know how to solve. I can open this door. Um, this isn't gonna work, is it? It's just gonna say it doesn't fit. Okay. Okay, good. I was like, they're not gonna send me down to the basement from within the house, right? Um, like getting 20 bonus steps immediately has done nothing for me, but I've run into nothing because I've been run into nothing but dead ends. Yeah, I guess I've specifically chosen a lot of rooms that branch out instead of narrower rooms just so I don't lock myself out of expanding. But I have been luckier with the draws, probably. It's partially luck, but also largely thanks to your thoroughness and note taking. Thank you. I appreciate that. It might be a little bit of neurodivergence as well. I don't know. Um, I think the drafting almanac tips are weed whacking bulky. Maybe I don't know. Oh, Pug, you missed it. I read Swimbird today. There was nothing useful there, I don't think, but I read it. Let's use our amplifier. I can't pick this lock. Let's use a key. A cloister and the pump room. Okay. It's a dead end anyway, since I'm filling out the middle here. The moment you said you missed it, yeah. I can make my way back to the library and read it again. Okay, so we have the gems for the cloister. Do we go to the cloister and use do I don't know what that's going to unlock. It was a way to get somewhere. Or do we go to the pump room? We can lower the pool water, get the coins or whatever. But also we could do that today. If we do the pump room, we can go down to the reservoir today. Let's do that. How many times have you drafted the observatory? This would be 4. So I would get either 1 gem or 3 steps and a gold. That's not worth it. Reservoir today? Yeah. I can do the cloister later. I want to figure out mysteries now. Oh, that's a lot of water. That's a lot of water. I just knocked this out of frame, didn't I? Where was... Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14 levels. Okay. I do want to empty the pool now to look for things because the pools are very close by. I need to... In order to empty the reservoir totally, I'm probably going to need to fill this, which means powering it. But then I don't know where this is pulling water from, because it's just the one pipe that goes into here. This war. Okay, let's drain the pool first. I want to pull water. Oh, these are full. I want to push this water into the fountain, because I don't need to go down there at all, ever, again, that I know of. I don't need to go to the basement ever that I know of. So let's fill the fountain all the way. Fountain is in column 1, so it's pipe 1, so it's pump number 2, which can be fed from either tank. Okay. Which I want to pull out of the pool later. So that's 6. So that's just from tank 1. So let's fill using just tank 1. So we're on tank 1 to the middle to pump 2. And we are pulling out from there. Yes. Is there hidden text on the picture on the pump control panel? This says water source selection. I'll look at the actual control panel in a second. I don't know that there's any hidden text here. But you're saying on this? Mount Holly pump control. I can't zoom in on anything, so I can't use the magnifying glass. That was it? There's nothing? Okay. So I've put 4 into the fountain. I need to pull 4 from the pool. And that's pump 4. Need to push it into the tank. So this way. Oh, wait a minute. In order for me to get to the reservoir, I need to pull one out and I need to walk down the fountain. I can't do the reservoir today because I have nowhere to store that water. Because the whole point of getting down to the bottom of the fountain was I pulled all of the water out and everything else was completely full. You were asking how do I get there? I must have missed that. I'm sorry. How would you get to the swar? Okay, yeah, I missed that message. I'm sorry. Gonna move this here. There we go. Now I've got chat nice and big. I guess I don't. I have 5 water in the greenhouse, and I have the greenhouse. What was that water doing? Because I don't remember any water in the greenhouse. What happens if I pull all the water out? I guess I can figure that out today. Let's drain the pool. Let's continue to drain the pool. So I need to just do this. This will pump into the fountain because it's already set up. Yeah, so I'll need to figure out what this tank is about and how to fill it. So we probably just need to power it. But then there's no sort of control. None of the pipes from there lead to here. I don't know where it would pull water from. I would need to, like, install a valve here and push it that way. I don't know. Maybe when I power this, it'll automatically run and pull water from somewhere. This says reserve tank. Maybe it just pulls from the reservoir. And that'll pull 5 units out, which should be enough to get me places. I don't know. Thank you, Molly. Everyone hydrate. Everyone sit up in your chairs. Or don't. I'm not your dad. Hey there, Headless VT. How are you? I am 7 days into this game, 7 in-game days, and people are saying that I've been extremely lucky and I've done in 7 days what people have done in, how long did it say? "20 to 30 days." So I've been extremely lucky and everything. All right, let's go to the pool. I guess I never actually looked at this door. It has the moon on it with the symbol. So I know it has something to do with what's her name. Is this technically 7 real world days? No, this is stream 4. I've also been writing a lot of notes, which people have said have helped. A lot of notes. Let's see, I don't know the puzzle in the solarium. It was just coins in the pool. Is there anything else in this room? I don't think so. Okay. So I guess I pull all the water out of the greenhouse and span across 3 notebooks and are a mess. My notes, especially for the day one notes, are definitely a mess. I should probably rewrite them, and I'm probably never going to. Yeah, if you get like really detailed and write absolutely everything you find about every room, that you could definitely fill up notebooks real fast. But also, I don't think I'm ever going to read most of those notes. Um, let's just pull from the greenhouse while I'm thinking. Greenhouse was 5, so it's pump 1, and then we're putting it in the pool, which is pump 6. Okay, so I can just swap. Oh wait, pump 1. So from 5 into pump 1 into tank 1. Yeah, that should be it. Oh, and then I want to put stuff back in the pool, so I want to reverse this pump. Oh, they span across 3 notebooks. Okay. Not you've filled 3 notebooks. That's a very different thing. I guess I can pull out of the kitchen too, but I don't know. Right, I don't have the kitchen on this run. I don't know what pulling out of the kitchen does. I can pull out of the aquarium because still haven't seen what happens when the aquarium's dry. Yeah, I know the fish, but I don't know what's gonna happen, and I want to see. Maybe I'll feel real bad and want to put water back in the aquarium. Um, okay, and then we want to take. We can still take 1 out of the reservoir. 2 goes to pump 2. There we go. Okay. So if we find our way down there somehow, we should be at the right level. There's about 10 pages in each one that are notes about the. Okay. No, you didn't misspeak. I read your 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 message wrong. I want to know what happens if you fill it again. Do they resurrect? Pug, how dare you? That's 2 separate R's that you've apostrophed. Please put one of them back. I guess let's go check the greenhouse now, see what happens, and then probably fill it back, fill the water, because it's probably only good that it has water. Can I get there and back? Maybe not. Hold on. I got 38 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I can make it there and back. Oh my god. Pug, how dare you? So I can make it to the greenhouse and back and fix the pump for tomorrow. Let's do that. Can I also make it to the code check? I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. It's perfect. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. I don't know if we immediately call it a day when we hit 0 steps or not. I'm not reading out any of those messages. Uh, hmm. Is it faster if we go out the garage and then back to the front door? Hold on. 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28. 27 for the driveway. Oh, wait, we have the running shoes, so we're probably going to be fine. But 27 for the driveway. That gets us all the way to the front yard, 26. Entrance hall, 25. 24, 23, 22, 21. So now we've gone to the coat check, 21. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. I don't think that was faster. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That was slower. So it's just better for me to go inside the house. Okay, let's go to the greenhouse. And I need to make sure I don't mess anything up. And I'm going to be watching for running shoes. No running in the pool. Down 3. Running shoes. Okay, so I'm good. Go out here. Power's still off in the gym, so I don't have to worry about that. Passageway down to security. Running shoes, so that's good. Got 2 extra steps now. Let's do greenhouse first, because I don't know what I'm going to want to put in the coat check. Okay. There's no water in here now. What's changed? Anything? I don't think so. Oh, the soil's dried up now, probably? So probably fewer flowers would grow next time, I assume? I assume that's what the difference is. Okay. So, as I suspected, we want to have 5 water in the greenhouse. Let's go back. I'm going to go hallway and then conference room, entrance hall, and then go to the coat check. Okay, can I take out the item that I just put in there? The watering can. Okay. What else would I put in there, actually? The shovel. The shovel's probably... No, right. Because whatever item's in the coat check doesn't appear in the house. So I would need it to be... If I put the basement key in here, that I don't need to get into the antechamber to get back downstairs. And I don't have to worry about it if my plan's not to go into the basement. Because I can't guarantee that I'll be able to get into the coat check every day. But I'm probably going to be able to on most days. I don't want to put the shovel in here because the shovel is common enough. I think I put the basement key in here, so now I don't need to get into the antechamber to get to the basement again. Alright, so give me that watering can back. Okay. Make sure I've mathed right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm going to have 4 extra steps now. Do I want to pop into the courtyard and see if this refresh... Actually, did this refresh? Can I get more gems? I'm going to pop into the patio for science. No, I'm going through the secret garden. I'll be able to... And the... I'm going next to the solarium anyway, so I'll be able to do it there. Am I going... Yeah. North into dining room. It didn't auto... Right, because it just auto gives you a gem. Alright, just make sure that nothing... The watering can doesn't even appear here, so it's not... You can't craft it with anything. Science. Okay. While I'm in here... Did this reset to what it was? It might have. Okay, what could this be? Is there anything I've found... that helps? The music room chairs, but I can't light up enough. Unless it's supposed to be like you add together the music room chairs or subtract them, so if I would have if it's the gray tiles in 6 and 7 and then yellow in 2, 4, and 5. Also, I don't know how moving works. Okay, so I can move a piece diagonally. What the hell? I have to light the four corners as green. Is my guess. And it doesn't matter if they change. Oh, it does. Okay. Wait. Okay. You've been rewarded an allowance token. Your allowance has been permanently raised by 2 coins.
Nice.
Nice. Do not make allowances, it says on it. It also says 1846. I'm going to put that on the weird page 1. Uh, I don't know if that's supposed to be a date that I'm using for anything, or if that's just like, well, it's a coin, so it has a minting date. I also don't know why there's a 2 over here. Or maybe it's just for 2 coins. Uh, oh, okay. So perhaps this number goes higher than 2 now. Where does it say 1846? I'm not going to be able to see it again, am I? So along the outside, it said the words "do not make allowances." After the word allowance, stamped very small, as if it was um, like a minting date on a coin, it just said 1846. It probably was hard to see on stream. And I don't know. I don't know if I can pull up that coin again. So I guess I'll try and I can take a screenshot of it from the VOD or I don't know. Is there anything else in here? I don't think so. It's Robert. Oh yeah, the gardener. Yep. Cloister grounds access. Okay. So I know that I can. That was why I was questioning whether to go into the pump room or the cloister, because I knew I had that as well. All right, let's go fix the pump room. We want to put all of the water in the greenhouse. 5, pump 1. And we're going to need one more water that we're going to take from the fountain. Yeah. So this should work, right? Okay. And then can I just do that? I can't. I have to wait until it's done. Oh. Okay, this is a tougher. I guess there is a puzzle aspect of you have to fill all the tanks as much as you can. So it's a little bit of, you know, that puzzle where you've got a 3-gallon jug and a 5-gallon jug. How do you get exactly 4 gallons? Is it the first time I've gotten to the antechamber? Yes. Um, Yeah, if I put all of the water from the fountain into the aquarium, and then I'll have 2 left over, I can keep 1 in there. So in order to have the reservoir down by 1 to use that boat, I have to figure out how to use this. And it's got to do with the power conduits. Impressive within 7 days. Thank you, Headless. So for now, I'm going to leave the aquarium dry because I want to see what happens. And leave this like this, I guess, in case I find another way down to the reservoir. And if not, then my next, I guess, to find room 46, the next puzzle is I do need to get the generator room up and running. Not the generator, the. What's the name of that room? The room what makes the power that I've figured out how to actually make power. I just haven't been able to connect it to anything used. I have this written down in notes. Why am I struggling here? The boiler room. Um, so I would need to hook up the boiler room to the pump room somehow. And that'll hopefully drain out enough water that I can do whatever the hell I want. So that's the next puzzle for finding room 46. Well, to get further in the basement, which this note says I need to do to go up. Um, the moon with the hole in it, that's appeared twice elsewhere outside of this room. 3 times, technically. It's appeared in the photograph of the woman on in the bedroom, the woman's photo that's on the nightstand there, which I'm pretty sure was that mom, aka Marion Marigold? It might have been. Um, or it might have been Sinclair's wife. No, no, because that's Swan Woman, I think. I don't know. Lady Epson. That might have been Lady Epson. I don't know. Let's see. So yeah, it was in that photo. It was in the secret garden, and it was in the first vision that the fortune teller gave me. Showed me the locked door with the moon symbol on it. Not this locked door. It showed me it was like on a rocky outcropping of a beach or something like that. I don't know. What else do I want to do with the water? Because I can. Let me pull one more from the fountain, I guess, since I can. So now both of these will be full. I guess I just want to leave it like this. And I don't know what else to do today. I think we end the day and I end the stream because I'm not going to have enough for another day because we're playing Repo at 6, which is in an hour and 15 minutes. And even my fastest day took like an hour and a half, an hour 45 maybe. And we know so many things now that like even me speedrunning's not gonna be useful because I'm gonna still stop everywhere and say and start to consider things. I know me. I know I can't play this game fast. So yeah, that's gonna do it for today's stream. thank you everyone for watching. Let's do science to see when I run out of steps when the day is called, because I think I've always called it a day and never just walked until I was tired. 3. I could end the day. I'm gonna run out of. Yeah, I'm gonna go 2, 1, and end the day in the antechamber. Oh, okay. It fades out on 0. You've pushed yourself to the very edge of exhaustion and must return to your campsite to get some rest. You continue your search tomorrow, however, the house might be a little bit different. Okay, so we can start tomorrow by just going to the outer room immediately. And we're gonna. Garden Manor, because I found 7 green rooms. Nice. Save and quit. Alright, coming up on stream. In an hour and 15 minutes is Repo with friends. I know Molly and Heller will be joining me. I don't think anyone else will be. So we're gonna run around and try to steal things. I mean, reclaim them. I don't know. Now you're gonna have to figure out what you're doing with your life until Repo. Eat something. Probably. I don't know. Then on Monday, very excited for Repo. Me too. On Monday, I'm gonna finish building the Lego Lord of the Rings: The Shire build. I already have Bilbo's Hobbit hole right here. Now I just need to set up for his 111th, sorry, his 111st birthday party. So I did defrost an Uncrustable. I don't know. Oh, as in it was frozen. Okay, yes, I understand now. I thought you meant that you made an Uncrustable and then removed the frosting from it and was very confused as to what that meant. There were some implications that I was not ready for. So yeah, I'm gonna finish building the Lego The Shire over here with all of the extra accoutrement. I don't know how many R's that word has. Um, then on Tuesday, did I put it here? Yes. I'm calling the bonus streams, but I am streaming every day playing Blueprints on whatever days I didn't already have something else scheduled. So, more Blueprints on Tuesday. It's listed as 5:30. That might be later. Uh, I basically what I'm saying is all of my bonus streams, the times are not set in stone. I might start that at 6, depending on how tired I am from work. I might start it at 5 if I get everything done early, but I kind of doubt it. So, actually, you know what? No, if I get everything early, I'm not starting at 5. I'm going to start at 5:30 at the earliest, and I might delay it if my schedule is busy. But I'll update the calendar. There's a calendar linked in my Twitch About Me, in the YouTube description of this VOD, and on my Mastodon pinned post, where the calendar. I might have just accidentally unpinned that post. So I will edit the post I just pinned that has my weekly schedule to include the Google Calendar link. I'll need to go do that. On Wednesday, more Dungeons of Hinterberg, where we're making our way through that game. I'm not going to go over absolutely everything. Thursday would be bonus stream, more Blueprints at 5:30. Friday would be on Fridays I'm no longer playing games with Glass because Glass is going to start joining on Sundays again. Um, on Friday we're going to finish to a T, which I should be at the last or second to last chapter for, or episode. That game got weird. Like weird. Like weirder than Keita Takahashi normally weird is. Uh so that's fun. Saturday more Blueprints bonus streams. Sunday more Blueprints bonus streams, and then Minecraft. But that's all the way next week. So what's my YouTube VOD channel? Thank you for asking. It's youtube.com/@FadedOasis. Um, or if you just search Faded Oasis, I should be the only one. If you find multiple, let me know, because I am going to need to talk to someone. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I do appreciate it. I'm going to see, is there anyone to raid? But before I do that, I'm going to go to the offline screen so this doesn't make it into YouTube. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good one. I'll see you later.